You know, it's a rare honor that we have someone here of the caliber of President Uribe. And I said a little while ago, and I mean this very seriously, and I'm very convinced that he is one of the great leaders of our time. And like all great leaders, he has the results to prove it. Those of you who have been associated with Colombia, who may have read about Colombia, if you go back 10, 15 years ago, it was a country in a lot of turmoil. Whether it be the guerrilla movement, terrorist movement, drug cartels, paramilitaries, it wasn't a safe country. Today, Colombia is a vibrant country, a proud society. Economic growth is up, job creation is up, violence is way down, poverty is way down, social programs are up. It is one of the most remarkable turnarounds that I have ever seen in my life. Whether you talk about a company or whether you talk about a country, you have to look long and hard to see anything, to find anything that looks like the feat that Colombians under President Uribe have pulled off. What President Uribe has requested from the U.S. is one thing: to have Congress give us a vote on the free trade agreement with Colombia. That's all that we have asked for. I say we, the administration, President Bush, President Uribe, just give us a vote. We're not asking for a guarantee of approval, but we know that if the Colombia Free Trade Agreement comes up for a vote, it will get through, because there's just too much at stake and too much to support the agreement. It's good for trade, it's good for the U.S., it's good for Colombia, it's good for national security for both countries, it's good for stability in our hemisphere, and very importantly, it recognizes the achievements of one of the best friends that we have, not just in our hemisphere, but one of the best friends we have anywhere in the world. So it is a unique honor to have President Uribe with us today.
Secretary Gutierrez and Congressman Mix represent what has been a tradition in our loyal and long mutual relationships, a tradition of bipartisan approach to Colombia. They work together to promote the better relationships between Colombia and the United States. Secretary Gutierrez represents the Republican government of President Bush, and Congressman Mix represents the Democrats. And they represent the bipartisan approach we need for the well-being of the relationships between our two countries. I want to remember today that it was in the year 2000 when the Democratic administration of President Clinton and my predecessor, President Pastrana, launched Plan Colombia. And President Bush has supported the continuity of Plan Colombia. And we have made many progress, significant progress in Colombia for some reasons. The heroism of our policemen, of our soldiers, because of the sacrifices of our people. And we cannot ignore the support we have received from the United States. And this has been a bipartisan support. Thank you to the administration, Secretary Gutierrez, and my thanks to the Congress for the Congressman Mix. Today, here I see a group of mayors of Colombia. they have invited to participate in this meeting for competitiveness in Atlanta. Colombia has 1,102 municipalities. Everyone elects his or her mayor by direct popular vote. In addition to that, Colombia has 32 states with governors who are elected directly by the people. Thank you, mayors, for having come. If you compare Colombia to this figure, at the top of Colombia we have written one word: confidence. Confidence to live in Colombia, to study in Colombia, to invest in Colombia, to find jobs in Colombia. And we support confidence with 3 pillars: democratic security, investment with social responsibility, and the construction of social cohesion. Our security is democratic. It is very important to highlight, because here in the United States or either in Europe, when we speak about security in any Latin American countries, there is a willingness to confuse security with dictators. For democratic security makes the difference. One expression of democratic security is our meaning of governance. One key rule in my administration is to cooperate with all the members, regardless their political parties. The members who are here with us this morning are members of different parties. And the approach of my government has been to work with all of them, with all the sincerity, with all the good faith, and we do not matter his or her political party. For us to cooperate with them, there is no difference, because they oppose or they back our ideas. Therefore, I am very grateful and very proud to share this visit to Atlanta with the representation of the mayors of my country. And they are heroes, because terrorist guerrillas and terrorist paramilitaries, both of them supported by illegal drugs, have killed many mayors in our country. Many mayors have been killed by terrorist groups in Colombia. The murder of one mayor is the assassination of democratic values. And we share with the United States democratic values. We share with the United States the concept of democratic security, the concept of freedoms, the concept of social cohesion, the concept of our fight for transparency. Why we need a free trade agreement? It is not understandable that one country with this long tradition of loyal alliance with the United States be denied a trade agreement with the United States. In South America, many people say, we cannot understand why the United States does not approve the free trade agreement with Colombia, while Colombia and the United States have had a long bilateral tradition of excellent relations.